Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our session today. On behalf of IIMT College of Engineering and Institutions Innovation Council, I am Lavina Sehgal, here honored to welcome all of the faculty members and students who have gathered here today for the session on data protection strategies in IT. It is truly a privilege to have the opportunity to learn from such experienced technical head, Mr. Ankur Gupta, who is working with Villas of India Private Limited. He is having 12 plus experience in IT sector and has a good exposure on Java, J2E, Spring Boot, Hibernate, and also worked as an Azure developer. Now I would like to, Ankur, please continue with your session ahead.
Hello, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Ankur Gupta this side. About myself, I have total 12 year experience. Currently working with the Villasoft India Private Limited as a technical lead. Okay, so today the topic we are supposed to be discuss on data protection, privacy, and the strategy. So, like all we are aware, it's a major word. We have the data. So we can say data is have major role in our current life, either in the you can say the personal, professional, organization, or all across. Okay, so uh, now coming to the next topic, like we would discuss about what is data, is the organization data, how we can protect or private our data. Okay, now questions come, what is data protection? Okay, so a data protection, you can say, is a plan or a approach. Using this, we can secure our personal data, organization data that's have a major role in our organization. While like you consider we are a banking organization, we have a personal data of a customer. So definitely that is the company or you can say the bank responsibility to protect that data. Okay. Coming to the next slide, so organization data. So here you can say the type of data we have. Like consider it's include information of an employee, organization. It could have a contractor, consultant, customer, consumer. Okay, so these are you can say the component of a organization. Okay. Now, what is the benefit if we secure our data, we private the data? Definitely, we will have the enhanced operations. How? Increase the sale because the customer will have a faith on us. So that's why we like using this way we can increase our sale. It's in the stakeholder relationship. If we secure or we protect the customer data or their client data, so customer or client will have a good faith on the organization. Now coming to the data classification, we could have some. I mean, here I will like bifurcate data in four parts: public, internal, confidential, and restricted. If I talk about the public data, so public data you can say the browser of a company. Okay, that data which we can share all across the public. Like you can see, sometimes we have the hoardings all across the roads, all across newspaper. So this kind of information is the public that we can share. Now come to the second one, the internal one. Internal data means that we can't disclose with the public. You can say like I'm a organization. Some, we are an organization, we have some policy, so that's not supposed to be shared with the public. So that is something internal. Confidential, that is confidential data is the secure data like a client data. Okay. Now come a restricted one. Restricted is the highly confidential, like we have some sensitive, you can say the financial or legal or everything. That's kind of is a restricted data. We can't share all across either neither with the client. That is inside again with the organization itself. Hmm. What are the data protection principles which we follow? So in case of like data, we lost the data. So definitely we should have some policies to recover the data, right? Either we have some like hard drive. Sometimes generally we have store our data all across. Now these days we have the cloud. So using the clouds, we can like recover the data. Okay. Now come to the key data. Their next topic, key data management aspect relevant on data protection. So see, first is the data availability. In the data ensure user can access and use the data required to perform business even when this data is lost or damaged. The means somewhere like due to any someone I'm getting some noise. Someone, yeah, sorry all for some interruption. So first like data availability. This is topic something like when we lost data. So definitely we should have some medium on which we can recover the data. All right. Coming to the next one, data life cycle management. It's like include, you can say in the live environment we have some auto jobs into the database. So on the daily basis or some like you can say in the late hours and official hours, we should run those jobs so that on automatic our data recover and store in the database or on, or you can say some specific platform that will help us in case we lost our data so that we can recover the data from those disks or the clouds. Now I am talking about data. What is data privacy? Data privacy is something you understand. Data privacy refer to how individual personally like identify information is handled, like how we are handling the any customer or person information within our organization. And any personal data must be secure. We should take care like it's no unauthorized access supposed to be provided for any individual data. Now, consider what is the compliance of data privacy ensure. Let's assume, consider we lost our data or like someone theft our data from the organization. Then definitely it could be a challenge from a customer. It could be a legal compliance. They can fire or they can shoot a complaint against us or a specific organization. Okay. We should take care of the prevention of breach, data breach, improved our brand value and build customer trust. So definitely, if we like we have organization, we are ensuring a customer data. So definitely, it will improve a customer faith, and that will improve our brand values. And now again, I bifurcate this data into four aspects: personal, sensitive information, protected health protection information, and personal finance information. As you are like we can easily identify with the name of like the main keywords which are highlighted. Personal information, you can say personal phone number, address, date of birth. You can say these days Aadhaar what. Consider in the current environment, you see the personal information is much meaningful. Definitely, like these days, there are so much hackers all across the world using the information like date of birth or our first name, last name. They can hack the information. Like so, we should take care. Sensitive information, you can say biometric. A simple example, biometric. Aadhaar card, you can say Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card generally is linked with the biometric. So, is the sensitive information protected health information. Again, that is the combination of personal as well as the sensitive one. If I talk about the financial one, so it is the financial information that is related to bank. Okay, a customer banking information, their phone number registered in the bank, their account number, etc. So on. Okay. Now coming to the next one, data privacy is continuous protection to that. See, data privacy come to the four aspects: employee, vendor satisfaction, IT infrastructure, application, and job applicants. So here is the few more you can say key factor of that's impacted due to the privacy. You can say privacy governance, cross-border data transfer, IT system and application, human resource is the major key role in an IT organization. Since HR has complete information of all the employee, their personal, professional, you can say it's related to the account as well. Hmm. Third parties and the vendor. Sometimes few organizations have linked with third party. They do not hire a payroll on the employee on their payroll. They have tied with the third parties. So that's information also supposed to be secured. Marketing and the profiling. Fine. So now come to the next one. Let's consider we have lots of information within our organization. So definitely we should distinguish using the information with some specific, you can say the color code. Here I have marked like 4 color code so that easily identifies the which information supposed to be shared or which can't and what is the label. Okay. So if I start from the green, it's the I can like the information which is we can share across the public. Mark as a green. So already I have discussed earlier. So you can see the company advertisement. It is public. We can share the brochures name and that is sometime we the CE information that we can share public. So we can mark that information as a public. The blue we can highlight is the internal one. Internal one is something non-sensitive information, but not available for the public access. Like you can say company IT company policy that's applicable within the organization. Procedure, employee name, their ID, and the other details. Confidential, confidential information, sensitive information like customer information. That is much. That is the most. I mean, we should take care about the confidential information. Coming to the restricted one, higher one, that is the top most information that's supposed not to be shared anywhere anyhow. So that's come with the employee financial related data. You can say the package, salary, etc. Okay. Now, what are data privacy principles? Hmm, Let's explore. So there are few principles. We will go with one by one. Okay, the how we can do purpose of limitation, data minimization, accuracy, storage limitation, integrity and confidentiality and accountability. Okay. Uh, I'm not sure. Let me. I'm getting some word. Allow me a second. Sorry for interruption. Ah, coming to the first one, lawfulness, fairness, and transparency. Individuals should be aware that personal data about them is being collected, stored, and used. The company should publish data privacy policy. So whenever we are keeping a personal data, we should take care their privacy. We should make a plan like the data not supposed to be shared further. Sorry for now coming to the next purpose limitation. Any information or collected of a employee, clients, customer, etc. will be limited to a purpose for which they are collected. So make sure the information which we are getting from a customer, okay, that's supposed to be used for a specific role for which we are collecting. That doesn't mean like we are getting information for a specific task and we are using that information into some other aspect. Okay. So IT company is supposed to be focused on the relevant data for which they are collecting the information. Now, coming to the next one, data minimization. Collect only information that is relevant for a specific purpose. Let's assume I want to like consider a simple example, Aadhaar card. For Aadhaar card, what exactly we required? We required date of birth, their gender, male or female, their address, their biometric. That's it. So apart from nothing, they do not ask for a banking information. They do not ask their number, like they don't ask their PAN. So the simple say we can say that information which is exactly required, we should focus on the relevant information. Now coming to the next, it's integrity and confidentiality. Personal data should be handled in a way that ensure adapt, execute, and confidential. Fine. Now let us consider in case we lost our data. So what will happen? Definitely there should be operation time. Okay, we lost our data or like someone stolen our data. So it will be a challenge for our organization. Definitely we should have a downtime. If like people who are not aware of the word downtime is something they stop the transition all across. Okay, you can say we have a store, shopping mall, and they lost their data. So all the transaction they are buying and purchase all supposed to be stopped for some time until unless we do not recover all the relevant data. Second, a legal action. Let's assume individually may have, let's assume organization lost or share the data or data is breached, their personal information. Then that could be a legal challenge for that organization. They can raise a dispute for that IT organization. So recently, all are might be aware or definitely are aware. Like recently, Facebook share a personal information without informing all users. I hope all are aware about this major, the Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica. These are the major two organizations which share or they do not protect our personal information. Now, question come up how we can manage data breach or how we can protect or private our data. Fine. So there are few points which I've highlighted majorly that suppose that using that we can achieve, we can protect our private our data. Okay. So you can say vulnerability in the web application. So these days, all the information we are having over internet, intranet, right? And definitely we are just developing some applications. You can say the UI to access those data. So the web application is supposed to be secured. Okay, we do not have any kind of vulnerabilities. Coming to the next one, inadequately trained employee. All the employee will be trained so that they will not share the information further. Lack of breach response. In case of any data breach, they response on the same time. Like there are few more in the same way. Right. Now coming to the next point here, like sometimes is these are what we are facing. We are getting unauthorized mail or we are sending unauthorized mail to we do not the sender. So that is again a data breach. Okay. And how we can be the second, like in case of organization, sometimes we lost the file of a customer of a file, like we develop a project, we lost our files. So definitely again it's a data breach. Two more example, unauthorized access through hacking. Sometimes hacker access our server and store all the required information of employee, customer, end user. Another way, the hashing and phishing of emails. Sometimes we got a mail in our inbox that are not relevant. Okay, so generally they send a mail, just click on the link, you can get some gift and surprise. This kind of mail we sometimes got. And people, I mean, they are not if they are not aware. They click on the link, and what will happen the next? A fisher can hack their personal information, their email ID and password. Using the email ID and the password, they can see in the current environment, all the people are linked their bank account with their emails, right? So if they have their email ID and the password, definitely they can get some more information. That's not supposed to be happen. Okay. I have few more example here. Personal information being exposed as a result of a data leakage caused by insecure APIs. APIs, agar is a technical word here. So the API basically used when we transfer our information from a server to a web application. Okay, if APIs are not secure, hackers can hack the API and can get the information. Now next, now I will discuss about the topic how to ensure data privacy. So we can protect our data like few topics I have highlighted here. First, the major is the administrative control. In all organization have some administrator. Okay, they should have data protection policy, acceptable using policy, non-disclosure agreement, background checks, data classification, awareness program training, subject access, request management, etc. So here, since this is agenda is not interactive, so I was like have some questions here, so that I was expecting your response. So if you are aware, like we can ask like I have like 4 points here, public data. So now if like just think this public data is belongs to which is the client information, strategy plan, company browser, or company organization charts. Okay, so I'm telling you the public data is company organization chart. I'm just recalling everything, the topic which I covered on first slide. Intel data something what? Intel data is the Intel data is company. Sorry, I just missed. Public data is the company browser. Intel data here. Hello, I have.
Hello.
Yes, Agun.
It was a very nice session, and Mr. Ankur Gupta explained everything very clearly about how we will protect data, what are the different data security strategies, and I would like to pay the word thanks to Mr. Ankur Gupta, who given us time to participate in this fruitful session. And I hope that all the participants who attend this session get benefited with such a talented person from IT industry. And again, I would like to pay thanks to Mr. Ankur Gupta. Sir, should I close this video lecture?
Hello, Sakun.
Sir, Ankur,
Okay, you're asking to me. Yes, so I think
yeah,
I have covered all the topics from my side.
very, it was very nice interaction, sir.
Yes, sir, we can close the session.
HOD, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we can close.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
सर मेरी आवाज नहीं है